to be united. We need the international solidarity to end all this repression, to end all this exploitation.
As Unionists, we have a proud history and a history we should spread and grow with. But we have to embrace our comrades. We have to embrace those activists and people who are prepared to struggle with us for a better world. Together we can do it. Thank you.
The whole blockade is pumping.
People not profit, shut the forum down. People not profit, shut the forum down. No one in, no one out, shut the forum down.
This won't fit on the end of your truncheon, but don't mind, you won't get a sticky hand when you whack some boffin on the head, eh?
This protest has brought real democracy to Melbourne in a way we haven't seen for many, many years. It said that human need should come before corporate greed.
So tens of thousands of people have been awakened, I guess, to what these institutions stand for and the governments that support them.
The next brutal attack from police came in the evening when delegates wanted to leave. 500 riot police attacked a blockade of 200, clubbing protesters and media alike. 30 protesters were hospitalised.
Last night, looking at the television, witnessed scenes of police bashing people, thumping people on the side of the head with fists, bashing people with truncheons, and the voiceover was saying how violent we were, the blockaders.
Last night I was here at about 8:30 and I interviewed a number of people who had been who'd been basically assaulted by the police. One guy in particular came and gave a statement that he had to intervene and look after a woman physically who had been she was being beaten by the police, the riot police, who ran over the crowd.
They're paid hoons, they're thugs. I've been standing here all day and they've been in undertones. They won't shout it out, of course, but they're saying when we come on the other side of this barrier, we'll beat the bloody shit out of you, you prick. That's why, of course, they never have to fight too hard from governments to get decent wages and conditions, because the politicians need these bunch of thugs to protect the status quo.
It was quite unprovoked. The police were quite aggressive.
Day 3, Wednesday. Police set up more barriers overnight in order to get the buses in easier, preventing blockaders from taking up their positions. Hundreds of riot police then attacked a small blockade. One person was hospitalised, but police were forced to retreat behind their barricades as protester numbers swelled. Again that evening, police used force and a woman was run over by an unmarked police car which fled the scene.
Their interests are to protect the huge corporations meeting in Crown today. They've proved their violence. We don't want to buy into that. We want to maintain the non-violent blockade here. We want to stay here in our numbers. We want to show the world our strength. We have already won. We have already won the political agenda. Everyone in the world is talking about Melbourne as they did about Seattle. We want to get the message out that we've had enough of these companies ravaging the earth, exploiting people, and that's the main message we want to get across. We don't want to have any more of our heads busted. We don't want to give the cops an excuse to pick us off in small numbers. We want to maintain our forces, maintain the numbers here.
This is the first time in years that trade unionists, environmentalists, everyone who cares about people around them and the planet are coming together all around the world and telling these arseholes that what they're doing is not on.
We've been exploited, we've been oppressed, we're fighting back alongside people all around the world who are saying we've had a gutful, we've had enough, it's time to fight back.
We're here because we've thought about things and we know that what we're doing is right.
The people, united, will never be defeated.
These institutions and the corporations they represent realise that there's nowhere they can go now, nowhere that they can go without there being mass opposition, without there going to be thousands of people that come out on the streets.
I think what we've been able to achieve is bring together thousands and thousands of people, both here and also to put this meeting, which may otherwise have taken place in the privacy of the casino towers, on the front pages of every major newspaper and TV and radio news report, not only in Australia but in many, many countries around the world.
They are so scared of the fact that they are losing the political debate, and we are winning it. Not just S11 people, the people at Seattle, the people in Washington, the people fighting corporate globalisation around the world. They know they are losing the debate. That's why we've got John Howard saying that, the rich countries have to do something about poverty. The only thing John Howard has ever done about poverty his entire life is create more of it. Peter Costello's talking about how we have to deal with the negative effects of globalisation. Peter Costello has spent his entire life creating the negative effects of globalisation. He was the lawyer for the National Farmers Federation and the companies that broke unions at Dollar Sweets, Mudgeonbury and so on. These people created the problems that we're here protesting about.
Corporate greed is what we hate. We are going to hold this back. Corporate greed is what we hate.
A victory rally marching around Melbourne at lunchtime on the third day showed the exhilaration of the protesters, who felt they had lifted the veil which separates people from a sense of their own power.
This is what democracy looks like!
They had demonstrated the power of the people in the streets, showing commitment and courage to continue the struggle for justice.
The people united will never be defeated.
This is all of ours, and we want it back. Keep fighting forever.
ready to take power.